Good morning, viewers, and welcome back to my channel. In today's presentation, we are going to talk about exterior angles of polygons. In our last lesson, we studied interior angles of polygons. So in this lesson, we are going to talk about or learn about exterior angles. This is very important because it is examinable, and for that matter, we need to learn them well so that we can also pass our exams. So now let's start. Let's start. Now, when we talk about exterior angle, what is it? So an exterior angle of a polygon is the angle formed when one side of a polygon is extended. We can also say that it is outside the polygon. Now, what do we mean by that? If you look at this diagram, it tells it all. It makes us understand what we are actually talking about. Yes. So if you look at this angle formed here, angle B, you realize that the angle is formed outside the polygon, and it is as a result of the extension over here. So there is this line which has been extended here, and the angle is formed outside the polygon. So because the angle is formed outside the polygon, we say that it is an exterior angle. It is an exterior angle. So that is that. Now let's proceed. We can talk about interior angles and exterior angles, talk about some differences and some similarities between them. Now, an interior angle is inside the polygon, like we have talked about, and also exterior angle is outside the polygon. Now, there is a relationship between the interior angle and then the exterior angle. Now, the relationship is that when you sum up the interior angle and its corresponding exterior angle should be equal to 180 degrees. Now, what do we mean by that? You can see it clearly here. You look at this polygon, we say that the angle formed here, which is A, is an exterior angle, and its corresponding interior angle is the angle formed here. So you realize that this angle A plus the angle over here should be equal to 180. And by mere inspection, you can see that these two angles are on a straight line. So when you sum up these two angles, it should be equal to 180 degrees. Now, the reason why they use corresponding is because you realize that we have exterior angles, we have exterior angles, and also we have interior angles and we have interior angles. So there is no way you can sum this exterior angle together with this interior angle. They are not corresponding. So this angle, which is the interior angle here, corresponds to this exterior angle. Also, this exterior angle here corresponds to another angle which is here. So we realize that this is on the straight line. So this interior angle also corresponds to this exterior angle D, and this interior angle also corresponds to this exterior angle E. So that explains what we just said. So interior angle plus corresponding exterior angle is equal to 180 degrees. 180 degrees. Now, let's talk about the sum of exterior angle of a polygon. Now, the sum of exterior angle of any polygon at all is always 360 degrees. So it doesn't depend on the number of sides of the polygon. So it is true for all polygons. So whichever polygon you are, when you're asked to sum the exterior angle of that particular polygon, it should be equal to 360 degrees. Now, why do we say so? Why is it that when you just sum up the exterior angles of any polygon, it should be equal to 360 degrees? The reason is that when you move around a polygon, you make a complete turn. and a complete turn is 360 degrees. So let's go back to our polygon. When you're asked to sum the exterior angles, sum this one. You see you're moving a clockwise direction. Sum this. You're moving. You sum this. You're moving. Sum this. You're moving. Sum this. You're moving. Sum this. Then get back to this. So as you are moving in that direction, you are moving in a clockwise direction, and you are moving also in a circular path. So we are making a complete turn. So this complete turn is 360 degrees. And if you also recall, in angles, we say angle at a point sum up to 360 degrees. So when you are rotating this, it will get to a time that it will shrink and become like a point. Yes. So an angle at a point add up to 360 degrees. That is why the exterior angles is sum up to 360 degrees. That is why the exterior angles sum up to 360 degrees. Now, let's look at one exterior angle of a regular polygon. We have talked about the exterior angles, the sum of the exterior angles. And we said that when you sum up the exterior angles, it should be equal to 360. And we have explained why. Now, like the sum of interior angles and also one interior angle, here we are going to look at exterior angle of a regular polygon. The word regular has come back again. So exterior angle of a regular polygon. That means that you are looking at one exterior angle of a polygon which has all its exterior angles to be the same. So the moment you see the regular, it means that all those exterior angles are the same. So you are looking for only one of them. So now what is the formula? If you want to find only one exterior angle, we can only find one of them provided that all the angles are the same and they are regular. So in a regular polygon, all exterior angles are equal. So if they are all equal, you can find one of them. So the moment you get one, it's the same throughout. So this is the formula for finding one exterior angle of a polygon. It is given by this 360 degrees divided by n. And we all know that n represents the number of sides of that particular polygon. So let's take an example. This is very simple. So it can be asked, find one exterior angle of a regular octagon. So since it is regular, it means that all the exterior angles are the same. So we are only finding one of the angles. So this is an octagon. An octagon is a polygon with 8 sides. So if octagon has 8 sides, then that means n is equal to 8. So just substitute the 8 here. You see the n is down here. So and we know n is the number of sides. So the number of sides for octagon is 8. So you put the 8 down here and get 45 degrees. That means that one exterior angle of that polygon is 45 degrees. Now let's take some questions and work them out. We have two beautiful questions here that explains all that you have done. Now the first one, the sizes of the exterior angles of an irregular pentagon are x plus 10 degrees, x minus 5 degrees, 2x degrees, 3x minus 40 degrees, and x plus 19 degrees. Find the value of x. So we have to solve this. Then the second question, a regular polygon of n sides has each of its exterior angles equal to 45 degrees. Find of I the value of n, then II, sum of the interior angles of the polygon. So let's start solving them. They are very simple. Now let's take the first one. The first one, they said the sizes of the exterior angles of an irregular pentagon are this: s plus 10, s minus 5, 2x. So what does it mean? Now, they are talking about exterior. The word, the the angle is formed outside the polygon. So exterior angles of an irregular pentagon. So exterior means the angles are forming outside, or there has been an extended line where the angles are forming there. Now irregular means that these angles are not the same. You see, you recall that differences between regular and irregular polygons are regular polygon, all the angles are the same irrespective of where it is, whether it is an interior angle or exterior angle. If it is regular, it means that all the angles are the same. But when they are irregular, it means that the angles are not the same. So this time around, the exterior angles are not the same because they are irregular. Now, it's a pentagon. Pentagon means that the number of sides are 5 and the number of angles too are 5. That's why I have s plus 10 to be 1, s minus 5 to be second, this one to be third, this one to be fourth, and this one to be fifth. So what are we doing? Now, what we are going to do is that we are going to sum up all of them and equate it to 360 degrees. Now, you remember that we said when you sum up the exterior angles of any polygon is equal to 360 degrees. So when you sum the exterior angles of any polygon, it's 360. So any means whether it is a regular polygon or an irregular polygon should be equal to 360 degrees. So here we are, that they are saying that these are all exterior angles, s plus 10, s minus 5, 2x, 3x minus 40, and s plus 19. They are all exterior angles. So if you want to find the value of x, then we have to sum them up. We have to sum them up. We have to sum them up. So this is what we are going to do. So the sum of exterior angles of a polygon is 360 degrees. So now let's add them. So we open one big parenthesis. Since all the angles are in brackets, you need one big parenthesis. Then the s plus 10 degrees will be inside, plus s minus 5 degrees plus 2s degrees plus 3x minus 40 degrees plus s plus 19 degrees is equal to 360. We are summing the exterior angles and it should be equal to 360 degrees. Now we take off the brackets, not the parenthesis. The parenthesis is still there, but I take off the, the brackets. We have s plus 10 degrees plus s minus 5 degrees plus 2x plus 3x plus 3x minus 40 degrees plus s plus 19 degrees is equal to 360 degrees. Now you add the variables. So you have x here, we have another x here, we have 2x here, we have 3x here, we have x here. So all of them, we consider their sign. This one addition, this one addition, this one addition, this one addition here, this one is addition. So x plus this x plus this x because of the addition sign here, plus this 2x plus this 3x plus this x plus we come to the angles. The sign here is positive, so 10, then minus 5 degrees is here, then the sign here is minus, so minus 40 degrees, and the sign here is plus, so plus 19 is equal to 360 degrees. Now when you add all this, you get 8x. Then when you take 5 from 10, you get 5, then 5 minus 40, then plus 19, you get negative 16 degrees is equal to 360 degrees. So we add 16 to both sides. You add 16 to this side, then we add 16 to this side. Or better still, you can take this negative 16 to the other side, which will change 10 to positive. So we add it, then you add 8x is equal to 376 degrees. Now x is equal to 376 degrees divided by 8. We are dividing through by the coefficient of x, which is 8. So divide both sides, here by 8 and here 2 by 8. No, this one will cancel, so we get s is equal to 47 degrees. So you see how simple it is. So the only trick is that you need to add all these ones and equate 360 because you are summing the exterior angles of that polygon and it should be equal to 360 degrees. Now the second question, a regular polygon of n sides has each of its exterior angles equal to 45 degrees. Find the value of n, which is I, and II, sum of the interior angles of the polygon. So the underlying word here is regular polygon. Regular means that all the angles are the same. But here you have been given one of them to be 45 degrees. So this 45 degrees is going to help you to find the number of sides, which is n. So let's start going. So each exterior angle of a regular polygon is given by this formula. And you recall that. So each exterior angle of a regular polygon is given by 360 degrees over n. Now one of them is given. One of the exterior angles is given to be 45 degrees. One of them is given. And you know, if one is given, it means that the rest are the same because it's a regular polygon. So if one is given, it means that the rest, they are all the same. So we are going to solve them. So it means that you are going to equate this 45 degrees to the exterior angle formula. So this 45 should be equal to 360 degrees over n. So it means that there is some n or a particular polygon with some number of sides that was here, that was placed here. Then we had this 45. So now we have this 45 and we want to find that n. So we need to equate this 45 to the formula, which is the exterior angle formula. Then we continue. So that is that. So we are going to continue with that. So 360 over n. So we are going to continue with that. So we multiply by n, then 362 multiply by 1. We divide through, n is equal to 360 over 45, then n is equal to 8. So now you are being able to calculate the value of n to be 8. Now the second question says, if you find the sum of the interior angle. If you recall, the sum of interior angle formula is given by n minus 2 times 180 degrees. Now you know n to be 8, so we put it there. So 8 minus 2 times 180 degrees. 8 minus 2 is 6. So 6 times 180 degrees gets 1080 degrees. So it's very simple. Yours is to know the formula. Yes. So if you are talking about interior angles of a polygon, you know the formula to use. We are talking about the sum of interior angles of a polygon, we know how to use. If you are finding a particular variable and all the angles are exterior angles, it means they are going to sum up all the exterior angles and it should be equal to 360 degrees. And if you are given one exterior angle of a regular polygon, then you know the formula to use to be 360 over n. Then you'll be able to find it. So your ability to recall this formula will help you to solve any problem with ease. So this brings us to the end of our presentation. Thanks for watching and see you later.